What's up, Taiwan? I'm Ethan Liu with 10 minutes of news from here in Taiwan and around the world. The problem of medicine shortages in Taiwan may soon get worse. The makers of 15 types of antibiotics have reportedly applied to raise the amount they can charge the national health insurance system. They say current prices do not cover their costs. About half of local drugstores have already run out of these antibiotics. Pharmacists fear the drug makers may quit the market altogether if an agreement cannot be reached. Thousands of revelers gathered in Thailand's capital, Bangkok, for Pride on Sunday. It comes as the man poised to be the country's next prime minister says he will push through the legalization of same-sex marriage. James Chater reports.
On the streets of Thailand's capital, Bangkok, a sea of colour at the city's LGBTQ Pride Parade. More than 50,000 people were in attendance. Many were calling for the legalization of same-sex marriage.
แต่วันนี้ค่ะเรามาแสดงให้เห็นว่าพวกเราชาว LGBT หรือว่าทุกเพศทุกวัยนะคะเราต้องการความหลากหลายและความเท่าเทียมและความเสมอภาคทางด้านกฎหมายนั่นเองค่ะคุณพี่ขา
จริงๆผมหวังว่างานนี้มันน่าจะเป็นเหมือนเป็นหยดน้ำหยดหนึ่งที่หยดลงไปแล้วมีคลื่นกระเพื่อมออกมาครับก็กะว่าหวังว่ามันจะรุนแรงขึ้นเรื่อยๆจนคนมองว่าโอเค LGBT เนี่ยเป็นเรื่องที่ปกติแล้วก็การแต่งงานการสมรสเท่าเทียมของเพศเดียวกันเนี่ยเป็นเรื่องที่ปกติเช่นกันครับผม
Thailand is a welcoming place for LGBTQ people, but conservative institutions have slowed efforts to pass same-sex marriage legislation. Taiwan remains the only country in Asia to have done so. But in Thailand, that ambition may be coming closer to reality. Attending this year's event was Peter Limjaroenrat, poised to become the country's youngest prime minister in 78 years. In last month's elections, his reformist Move Forward party won the popular vote on a progressive platform, which included moving ahead with same-sex marriage and gender recognition bills.
Diversity here is not a weakness, but diversity here is strength, and as you can see over here.
Events around LGBTQ Pride Month are a reminder of the ongoing fight for equality. But at this year's parade in Bangkok, there was much optimism that landmark changes may be on the horizon in Thailand. James Lin and James Chater for TaiwanPlus.
Smiling classes have opened in Japan for people who say that wearing a face mask during the pandemic affected their facial muscles. Eric Tai takes a look.
There are 3 things a person needs to focus on to arrive at the perfect smile. That's according to smile coach Kawana Keiko.
口、頬、目、この順番、意識する順番も大事です。これが完璧な笑顔です。
Kawano, a former trainer in business etiquette, has been holding smiling classes since 2017. She's recently seen a surge in students after Japan relaxed face mask guidelines in March. With many smiles hidden behind masks during the pandemic, those in the class felt a bit of a sting in some of the muscles they haven't used often for some time.
コロナであんまり顔をしばらく動かしてなかったのでちょっと顔のいい運動になりました。
Apart from a good workout, Kawano believes a brighter smile leads to a happier life.
やっぱり人との出会いが増える。でチャンスが増える。そうすると人生が豊かになる。なのでハッピーになれる。笑顔イコールハッピーっていうのがそこがテーマですね。
However, experts who study facial expressions say that while facial muscles can be trained, others may still be able to tell if smile looks practiced or faked. In other words, a smile coach might be able to help with outward expression, but real happiness must start from within. Devin Tai and Eric Tai for TaiwanPlus.
The Taiwan Pavilion at the London Design Biennale has won the Best Design medal. The prize was one of 3 awarded by an international jury at the Showcase of Design Innovation and Research. Taiwan's installation is made up from over 300 screws and electromagnets. These are wired to a computer that rearranges them every 6 minutes to form different patterns. Curator Zhen Ling Li said the elements reflect how industry and daily life are closely related in Taiwan, where factories and residential buildings can exist side by side. Zhen is one of 40 exhibitors presenting their work at the event, which runs throughout June. A Taiwan-Singapore research team has discovered a new species of eel. Yvonne Yang explains why the animal has caught the eye of scientists.
You may have to squint to see it, but there's something different about this newly discovered species of Moray eel. National Sun Yat-sen University professor Liao De-yu identified it with the help of a doctoral student in Taiwan and a researcher with the National University of Singapore. The newfound species is notable for its tiny beady eyes, or, in some specimens, having no eyes at all. This suggests they evolved in low-light environments.
那另外我们也有发现两个个体，它的左眼是像这个地方一样是整个眼睛完全退化，被它自己的皮肤所包覆，它眼睛是消失的。
The species was found in caves in Australia and the Philippines. It's the first documented moray eel to be discovered in caves with landlocked bodies of water. Scientists trap the eels in these freshwater caves, but moray eels are typically found in salt water.
所以实际上不太能够确定说那个鱼是一直存在放陷阱的地方，还是说它被我们的饵料的香味给吸引过来。其实是有办法做一些相关研究来确认它们的栖地的盐度。
There's still much to learn about this newly discovered fish, but the facts shouldn't be too hard to find as long as the researchers keep their eyes peeled. Andy Xue and Yvonne Yang for TaiwanPlus.
The Taipei City Zoo is getting ready to increase its ticket price. The zoo plans to start charging non-Taipei residents about $3 in 2024, up from the current $2. It says the increase is necessary given the rising cost of animal feed, equipment, and maintenance. The last time it made a price adjustment was 26 years ago. The change should boost the zoo's income by about $900,000 a year. Surveys show over 90% of the public support the price hike. The effects of temperatures rising by a few degrees may not seem like a huge change for us, but for many animals, even a slight change in temperature can be significant. Harrell Hughes explains.
Deforestation and natural biodiversity have a clear cause and effect relationship. Just ask the Bering beetle. This beetle is a tiny but important part of the ecosystem in Taiwan's forests. It breaks down the bodies of small vertebrates and makes them into corpse balls, burying them in the soil. These then become nutrition for the rest of the forest.
它可以把一些肢体当中的元素、有机的养分都会带入到比较深层的土壤，让元素再次回到就是土壤的生态系当中。
But recently, a research team has found a clear link between deforestation and weakening soil nutrients in the forests of Taiwan, which has a lot to do with the Bering beetle. These beetles prefer temperatures of around 16 degrees Celsius. As trees are cut down and the forest gets warmer, these beetles begin to lose out on food to other insects. And less food that's broken down by the Bering beetle means fewer nutrients for the soil.
在高海拔的地方，森林砍伐以后会造成比较明显的日温差的增加，所以这个地方是我们优先需要保护的。
The relationship between humans and nature remains a fragile one, and even upsetting the habits of something as tiny as these little beetles can have huge knock-on effects. As studies continue to reveal the far-reaching impact humans have on the world, researchers say that understanding the natural balance is essential to preserving Taiwan's ecosystem and biodiversity. James Lin and Harrell Hughes for TaiwanPlus.
Taiwan's fourth hot air balloon festival took off over the weekend in northeastern Yilan County. The colorful balloons lifted visitors into the air, letting them admire the scenic beauty of Yilan's Dongshan Township. Many lined up before sunrise on the first day to catch a ride. Besides the traditional hot air balloons, one in the shape of Taipei City's mascot Bravo, a smiling Formosan black bear, was also rolled out for the first time. The 4-day event is set to wrap up next weekend. Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. Remember to download the TaiwanPlus app for more stories from Taiwan and around the world. Finally, we leave you with images of the ancestral Mayan bowl games in Guatemala. I'm Ethan. Take care, and I'll see you next time.